Welcome to another episode of On Foodable Weekly here on the Foodable Network. Today we are on our remote studio here in Chicago and we're doing some fun things. As you guys know, we track trends across the industry when it comes to the food service area. And the idea is that we've seen everything from fast casual to where some of these very unique food trends are starting to develop. One of them starts to circle around a very interesting area called specialty food. And none other than Phil Kafarakis, which is now the leader and chief of the Specialty Food Association. Welcome to the set today.
Hey, it's great to be with you, Paul. Thanks very much.
Absolutely. So Phil, we, of course, have been looking at food service for, I've been looking at it for about 20 years. The very interesting thing is this consumer conversion between food away from home, grocery and retail, grocerants, and consumers being so much more educated about products. It seems to have kind of a magical middle that falls into an area that you have really started to master, being specialty food and what you guys are doing at the Fancy Food Show. Tell us a little bit about where you're going with that.
Sure. The Specialty Food Association has been around a long time, 65 years actually. People might remember it as NASFT, but people remember the Fancy Food Show.
Right.
It's been tremendously successful the last several years. Actually, it's been sold out the last 10 plus years. In the summer in New York next month from the 25th through the 27th of June, and then one in San Francisco late January.
Right.
And really what's happened is the community at large, these artisans, these manufacturers, these food entrepreneurs who have put together these trends because they're in the marketplace as it relates to the consumer,
Sure.
in places where the consumer now is gravitating. So if you think about what's happening across the country with farmers markets,
Right.
if you think about consumers wanting to know where the product comes from, who made it, what's its story, is it responsible with respect to its packaging and what it does? So our association continues to grow. We've got more than 3,500 manufacturers at 4 different stages of their business evolution, from startups to mature companies, family-owned businesses, great brands. And we see these products come into the marketplace and then they create categories.
Yep.
So, you know, the whole Greek yogurt movement was something that was taking place. Now we're talking about soy-based products, but now we're talking about plant-based proteins. And these categories emerge within this community, and what we're finding out through the research that we do is consumers want the product when they want it, where they are at that moment in time. So we're seeing the community at large, from small retail grocers that have always been the crux of what we do from a buying community, it's growing.
You're right, the consumer awareness of these products now is starting to pull this through in so many different areas, obviously with food service. What other areas are you seeing these products starting to channel through?
Sure. So as we go through the transformation, actually this phenomenal board of very diverse food entrepreneurial group of folks, people that run restaurants that have already retail environments. They've got phenomenal cheese cases from around the world.
Right.
They've got charcuterie bars. These folks represent the industry at large, and what we're finding is that no longer does it serve the membership to be buyer specific to the retail channel.
Yep.
It's becoming now agnostic to the channels as we come forward. And we're going to be talking about opening the membership up so that we can attract buyers across all channels. So it's not just a community of retailers who love the innovation.
Yep.
We've got a lot of folks from the convenience store industry that come to the show. We've got a lot of food service operators that come to the show. We've got people from mass markets. So when you go into Bed Bath & Beyond or you go into Macy's, they're going into food, these specialty foods. So it's the convergence of the channels. In our mind, the blurring has already occurred.
Yeah.
People are talking about blurring. It's happened already. It's a combination of makers, these artisan makers, and these buyers who are looking to figure out, how do we bring this, into mainstream without creating a situation that caps innovation?
Yeah. Well, you hit on something really cool, and that is the food artisan aspect. We had that topic, and in fact, some of your board members at our Foodable I.O. event. So American Food Artisan is going to be a new show here on the network.
Yes.
And it's focused around those types of things, which are square in the middle of where the specialty food category lies. What do you see as the future of that?
Yeah, we think that we'll continue to breed the innovation of the small entrepreneur. It's our job as an association to prepare our members, whether they're startups or they're growing or sustainable growth, or even mature companies that are family-run, third-generation companies
Right.
that have great brands that are still in a specialty environment because they're very high in quality.
Yep.
They've got a very unique taste profile. They connect emotionally with consumers, and it's important that we prepare them
Yes.
for the marketplace so they're market ready.
Yeah.
Because as we talk to people, they're going to say, look, can you send 8 loads of product?
Yep.
And our guys might not be ready for that.
The next 5 years in food could be really unique, and your group of entrepreneurs most likely will be the people who are innovating in that area, which is going to end up driving trends in food service, in C-store, in hotel, and all these different types
Yeah.
of outlets, including grocery, which is really on the move now to go a lot more food away from home and prepackaged on-demand delivery. Really cool stuff.
I think the big thing, Paul, is that these great innovators for 65 years have been doing this in a manner that retain the authenticity and integrity of their products.
Yeah.
So the community is very committed to helping each other keep it that way, pure, authentic. The fact that now it's a $127 billion business,
Yeah.
and it's about 15% of what's bought in grocery,
Huge.
and it's growing between 15 and 18%.
That's great.
While traditional grocery is barely making it, is putting it on the map. So we
Yeah.
think we're at the right place at the right time, and we're open for business with the entire food ecosystem.
So, Fancy Food Summer, New York, Javits. We got a chance to really strike a great partnership to cover it here on the Foodable Network.
We're excited.
I can't wait. This is going to be fun.
We're really excited because we're able now to extend our media platform beyond our SFA magazine.
Yep.
And all the content we do on our SFA community. And as we start to expand and bring the community at large, we're looking forward to you as a media platform
Yep.
that's so unique and exciting, and the entrepreneurial component of disruptive
Exactly.
digital, to bring
They
that
love it.
forward.
Absolutely. Well, thanks for stopping in today. I
No,
appreciate
this was
it.
great. Thanks a lot.
Yep.
Appreciate it. See you in New
Absolutely.
York.
Yes, New York
Thank
is
you.
coming soon. So make sure and stay tuned right here for all new segments on specialty food. We'll be coming to you from New York Javits Center in late June. I can't wait to see the products and innovations that we are going to find there. It's going to be a blast.
It's going to be great.
Yeah. Catch us on the next episode right here at Foodable Network.